This week we're going to talk to you of how we progressed to become caravanners. So we're going to go from awning to tent to caravan.
So starting with family holidays, I didn't really have any camping holidays when I was younger. My dad got a caravan when I was kind of in my late teens, so at that point I was kind of off doing my own bits and pieces, but you had some camping
I was
holidays,
lucky
didn't you?
because I had caravan holidays from when I was a wee nipper. Mum and Dad, we grew up in Devon, and later on grew up in Kent on the southeast coast. However, most of my caravan holidays were when I was quite young.
We've been together for a long time now,
Long
about
time.
13 years, and when we first got together, before we had our home and stuff, we thought, let's try this camping lark, and we thought we'd, purchase a tent, a bit cheaper than a house. So
Previous to that, we went away in my mum and dad's caravan with them, and we slept in the awnings. We grabbed a sleeping bag. One particular memory was we went to West Hoathly with mum and dad, and this particular weekend it rained and rained and rained and rained, and we were flooded in the awning. However, we didn't give up, and we just persevered on, and then we bought ourselves a tent.
yeah, so our first tent was
This massive thing.
It was like a wind tunnel. You could put like 2 cars in it if you wanted to. It was that big. And our first trip was freezing cold,
Frosty, it was frosty and
it was
yeah.
cold.
But we had a great time, and again didn't give up, didn't put us off. And we carried on, and we bought another tent. Then we bought another tent, and then we bought another tent.
It took us a while to find
and then we
our
bought another
perfect
tent. And then we found our perfect tent.
So we had a nice big tent. Which
Big tent, yeah.
Luxury.
We also had a small tent as well, which we used for when we used to go to Glastonbury Festival.
And again, perfect festival tent.
Perfect festival tent.
It was a fan go, and it was, you could just stand up in it, just get, enough room to get changed in it, and a bit of privacy, and not too big so you're overtaking the whole field, and you're kind of respecting all the other campers. So it was like the perfect, it is the perfect festival tent.
It was.
Even if we ever go back to a festival in years to come, we'd get another one of them.
Yeah, Van Gogh Icarus 300.
Perfect.
Would get another one of them, definitely.
Perfect festival tent.
So then we decided that we'd like to get a caravan, and we looked at a few second-hand ones. Bailey Ranger stuck out. I think there was and also we had quite a small car then. We had a Renault Scenic, and we thought we couldn't restricted on what we could tow. And then one day we were out having a look at caravans, and we saw this beautiful caravan, and it was a Bailey Orion. And we fell in love with it, and we were like, oh, we really want that, we really want that.
It was perfect, and it was lightweight as well.
It was lightweight as well.
And it's really modern.
It was lovely. So off we trundled down to Lee Davies in Maidstone and bought a Bailey Orion. And
we took the plunge.
We bought the Orion and we loved it. We fell in love with it, and caravanning was for us.
So it was the perfect starter caravan for us, really. Everything was in it that we needed to start and learn, and it was very modern.
Yeah.
And it was quite small, quite light, and it just kind of gave us the opportunity to decide if caravanning was for us. But I think from the moment we got it, we knew it would be for us.
Yeah.
Especially our lifestyle, as you all know if you've been following us, that we live in a flat. So for us, caravanning and camping, that is, we're going to a garden, we're going to someone else's garden, and we're getting close to nature, which is what we love to do. So it gets us, every weekend, we pretty much, when we got our caravan, we were there, we just took it to local CL, and you utilised their field and turned it into our own little bit of peace and
tranquility.
So
we had a fair few other holidays. We also took the caravan to Glastonbury, which was luxury. Yeah.
So nice to have
the shower and to have a bit more space, and just to be able to chill out. We had the Bailey Orion for about a year, and then we thought we could do something a little bit bigger.
We're a bit of a nightmare when it comes to that, aren't we?
We have to have something that's perfect for us. So we decided, and we had a look round, and we found a few vans at the NEC show.
We did a list before we went to the NEC,
of what we wanted.
Of everything we loved on the van and everything that
we didn't want.
Yeah, the things we didn't need, things we did need, and the things that would be really useful for us. For example, one of the things was a solar panel on the caravan, particularly as we do like going to sea owls and festivals. So, you know, we had like a little kind of list of things we need, things we don't need. So then we kind of went to the show and just explored with our little list.
And
yeah, then bought another one. Whoops.
Yeah, we bought another one. Whoopsie. We bought a Sterling EcoSport 554, as you've probably seen in our previous vlog. And we love the van. We absolutely do love it.
It's called Errol.
It's called Errol.
Errol Eccles.
Errol Eccles. We had a less than favourable experience with a dealer. I'm not going to mention the dealer's name, however, they're towards Manchester way, and we will never buy a caravan which is miles away from home. And I highly recommend that anybody that's buying a caravan, they buy a caravan from somebody or a dealer which is close to home. No more than 50 miles, I would say. We're buying our next caravan from Sussex Caravans, and they have 2 branches. There's one east and one west, so therefore we know we're covered. Obviously when we're doing the wardening, we're going to be in different areas. However, Sussex Caravans is relatively close to our home postal address.
So as Matt's kind of just mentioned, he's just kind of giving you a hint that we might be getting a new caravan there. So we went again to the October show. So our Errol now is 2.5, 2?
3 years old.
Coming up to 3 years old. Before coming up to the Wardening role, we were going to look at another caravan anyway, even though this one is absolutely perfect for us. We just fancy something with an island, transverse island bed, so we can get out either side. But apart from that, there was no other problems with our current
problems at all.
But then kind of when we knew that we were going to definitely go forward with this new career change, we thought, let's go for that, because that is our home. We want to be as comfortable as possible.
We want to have something that's a little bit of luxury.
So yeah, our new van's currently, well, hopefully being built shortly, or
should have been built in January, but there's been a bit of a delay. So therefore it's going to be built at the end of March, and hopefully we'll get it towards the beginning of April. So we're looking forward to introducing you to our new caravan. I haven't decided of a name yet, but I'm thinking maybe something along the lines of Colin the Coachman.
So thanks for watching. Remember to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also you can follow us on the various social media sites, so at Wardens on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. See you soon. Bye.